Simon & Schuster Audio presents The Bonanza King, John Mackay and the Battle Over the Greatest Riches in the American West, by Gregory Crouch. Read by John Keating. Prologue. The New Camp. California drew to her golden shores the pick of the world. Nevada drew to herself the pick of California. C.C. Goodwin, As I Remember Them. John Mackay, pronounced Mackay, and his partner Jack O'Brien, bent beneath their loads and slogged to the top of a high ridge at the crest of what would become known as the Virginia Range. They climbed more than 2,300 feet from the valley beneath. It was sometime in July or August of 1859, and a hard sun shone down from the pale sky. A fierce dry wind blew across the ridge. The rocky soil beneath their boots didn't support much besides scrappy pinon pines and waist-high sagebrush. Behind them, westward, on the opposite side of the valley out of which they just climbed, rose the high peaks of the Sierras. On the far side of those mountains lay the California goldfields, from whence they'd come. Eastward stretched a landscape of lonely, sorrowful magnificence, chain on chain of brown desert mountains fading into the uttermost limit of vision. Too poor to afford a horse or a mule, they'd walked more than 100 miles, lured by rumours of a rich new strike of gold and silver in what was then the western Utah Territory. Only a few more miles remained. Mackay shouldered everything he owned: a bedroll, several cooking implements, maybe a change of clothes, and the basic tools of mining: a pick and a shovel, and perhaps a sledge and a heavy handheld drill. The flush of effort had put dewdrops of sweat under his hairline and ruddy Irish colour up in his cheeks, a compliment to the reddish-brown of his hair and the luxuriant moustache that stretched an inch or two beyond the corners of his mouth. Mackay stood a touch above average height and looked on the world with clear blue eyes. He was nearly 28 years old, and his tight-knit frame didn't carry an ounce of loose flesh. Mackay had coarse, calloused hands and a grip like iron. 7 years with a pick and shovel will do that to a man. He moved with easy, athletic grace and an air of contained violence. He also seemed to be enjoying himself.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?